President got a warm welcome from the chiefs of police, not so much from the folks on the street here. The mayor, by the way, tweeting a response to the president, a couple of tweets, one essentially calling him a buffoon, another saying, our city and our police department will not be lectured on our duty to serve and protect by someone who puts children in cages. Not a particularly friendly town for the president, but, you know, that's the way it is in this country. Everybody gets a voice.
That's the way
Chicago
it is.
spoke today.
You're right about that, Jeff. All right, good to see Jeff Flock out in Chicago. Melissa.
All right, here to react to all of it is Dan Henninger from the Wall Street Journal. He is also a Fox News contributor. So to me, you know, you look at kind of the dichotomy of Chicago, and it is similar to a lot of big cities right now and the mess that they're in, but they really you know, are topping it off. Murders in major cities, 371 in Chicago, Baltimore 254, New York 227. We're only in third place there. And then you compare that with their list of taxes: the amusement tax, the boat mooring tax, bottled water tax, foreign fire insurance tax, fountain soft drink tax, foreign fire insurance tax. Dan, what's happening here?
It's a city being run by Democrats and liberals that is disintegrating. I mean, can you imagine that this is a city facing a budget deficit of $1 billion? I mean, that is just fantastic. And if I were going to take, say, what we could call an educated guess about who all those protesters were out there in front of Trump Tower and in front of his address today, I would guess most of them are public school teachers, because they're not in the public schools teaching kids. They're on strike in Chicago, and they want higher pay. How can you demand higher pay in a city that's facing $1 billion deficit? Who's going to pay for that? And the answer is probably the citizens of Chicago themselves through higher property taxes.
So how do we get to this point? Because New York is in the same situation in the sense that we're paying more taxes than ever before, and that's what that scroll was on the side of the screen. We're getting taxed for everything, yet the quality of life is declining. As a taxpayer, you feel ripped off. That's sort of the bottom line. But still, the leadership doesn't change. How is that?
It doesn't change. Look, in Illinois, both Republicans and Democrats have failed. Bruce Rauner, the former governor, Republican, tried to reform their budget system, failed, was voted out of office. They now have a Democratic governor, Pritzker, who wants to create a graduated income tax. Rahm Emanuel, Democratic governor of Chicago, tried to fix the schools. He failed. And I think I would have preferred to see President Trump there talking about liberal governments rather than getting in a smackdown with the police chief, Eddie Johnson, who has a tough job. But I think the president should go straight into these cities. They're not going to vote for him, but talk directly to the black, Hispanic residents. What are you gaining from being governed by Democrats in cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, Baltimore, St. Louis, and even New York City?
Yeah. No, it's interesting. And, you know, when he sat there today and he did give out those remarks and said other things like talking about his scam impeachment, he got roars and, you know, clapping from the audience. They were really agreeing with him, you know, which tells you about a lot about the support that he has, even when he says these things. I don't know. Final thought, Dan.
Well, you know, he also says in his rallies what he has done for employment among black and Hispanic workers in places like Chicago. And I think they know that, and it would be a good thing if President Trump started talking more directly to those black residents in the tough neighborhoods of Chicago about the sort of things his economic policies have done for them, and the Democrats there simply have not.
Dan, thank you.